Okay, so I got off work today and I'm sitting in my car. I'm gonna turn off the gas because I wanna turn off the car because I wanna make sure that I'm making healthy decisions for the planet. I am so concerned about the Amazon being on fire. I literally spent the day, like a lot of today, like neglecting some things I was supposed to do because I was researching what's happening with Amazon. I'm sorry, my eyes are itching so badly, but I'm researching what's happening with Amazon and the fact that it's on fire. And yes, I think as of today, a lot of it has been settled, and I'm very happy about that. But I'm also like, how could the Amazon have been on fire for 16 days from me just finding out about that? And it's not even all over the news. It's not even like the biggest thing on the news. We don't have oxygen caps just lying around for us to retreat to and to use when the planet decides to be full of air that isn't breathable, and that's because of humans. All these different disasters that I see, all these environmental issues. That's the word I've been looking for like all day, and it's like right there, car. Come on. All these environmental issues that I see a lot of them are because of humanity. I'm looking to see if this person's gonna hit my car. It's because of humanity, and our decisions are based on ourselves and based on I'm watching to see if they'll hit my car. Based on money and based on how we feel and culture and all these different things. This is why I really need to consider becoming a vegan, because all the cattle farming and all of the water that's being used to sustain these different cow production, and also all the things that are for almonds, and like how much water is needed for that. And then you think about people who don't have water, and then all the money that's going into that, and all the hormones that are going into animals, and all these different things, blah blah. Like, but then it's very hard to be a vegan because the fact that a lot of the vegetables that we have are not even healthy. And also they're extremely expensive, but you don't even know if these vegetables, some of them are even vegetables. But I'm concerned about the planet because of the fact that it's inevitable that people still want to have kids, and they still want to sustain life. Like, and actually, let me not even talk about kids. Let me talk about me and my household and my generation. I'm in my 20s. I live a pretty healthy lifestyle, so that puts me at like my grandparents and great grandparents have all lived to be in their 80s, even 90s. I genetically could live to be 90 years old. I could live to be 90. But then okay, let me turn the camera. That man's really good looking. But in a world where I could be 90 and I'm in my 20s now, if we don't start making decisions to sustain the planet, I won't live to be 90. I don't even know if I want to live to be 90. Like, I don't know what's going to happen to the world. There could be cars flying from in the air, all this different stuff, which I don't even want to see that. But we have to start making decisions to sustain the planet. I'm like, I never think about, over the past few years, I've thought about the urgency of, I'm so tired. But I've been thinking about the fact that it's just an urgent matter. The environment, like, we have to start thinking about the environment. We keep fighting against each other about like LGBTQ issues and church versus state, all this other crap, and it's like, but what about the environment? Like, what about the fact that we will not have clean air to breathe in, to talk about and fight about these things if we don't start fighting for this? And it just annoys me so much because, one, I haven't realize that this is as important as it should be, because the fact that I've been thinking about all these different things and fighting about things that are not relevant. And now it's like, no, Cara, like, you have to start thinking about these other things because it is relevant. It is relevant. I watched this documentary on what would happen on the Amazon, and what would happen if we actually lost the Amazon. And basically, life as we know it would be drastically different. I mean, there are millions, I think it said 10 million people that live in the Amazon right now, who depend on the Amazon for their food, for their money supply, for nutrients, for their families. And I just think, like, these people are not going to be able to survive if the Amazon is burned down. And then think about all the animals and species that are going to be extinct, you know. And all these animals, as much as some people hate animals, like animals are the ones that take care of the environment more than we as humans do, because they just naturally do it, because they get all their food and nutrients from the ground and, you know, from trees and all these different things. And the trees, beautiful big trees, you know, in the Amazon, they are the ones that take in all of these toxic, you know, gases and then produce, you know, better gases and better things for us to breathe in, you know, as human beings. That's why, like, I live in Chicago and I see all these trees being torn down. It like makes me nervous, because I used to wonder to myself, like, why is it in certain areas I feel like and it's because of the fact that we are tearing down, trees have been torn down. So this is a very urgent matter, and I really hope that people start thinking about this more. I'm literally just sitting in my car, and after work today I was like, ah! I was like, oh my gosh, like the and I spend so much time thinking about stupid things like relationships and like career and all this different shit. Those things will come into play. I mean, they are important. I think that you should be good to the people that you're in a relationship with. I cut my nail and I cut it on an angle, I guess. Whatever. Yeah. So anyways. Alright, I have nothing else to say, because now I'm just gonna sit in my car for a little bit and just be like, ah! Alright, have a good day. Bye-bye.